Alright, fellow lords of gaming, we're jumping into this Dragon Dogma, so let's start this game off and see what's it got. I've been looking forward to playing this game, and just kind of fell off with so many other games being a priority for me, but I remember playing Dark Arisen, and this is it, so let's jump in. I did create a character a little while back, but I'm going to start a whole new game from there because I only got to a little bit of it, so we're just going to start a whole new game. Failed to connect to network. Okay. Sure what the hell happened there. Graphics in this game are just absolutely amazing.
Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevrimon suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the console. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the sovereign.
Huzzah.
My word! Such an inspiring visage. Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh, how long I have awaited this moment.
Take a sip of this wine.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune hath delivered us our Savior at last! Praise be! Only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us through. All hail the Sovereign!
All hail me.
Let all praise pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason, cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward.
So I do like they do this where you can add or use one of the characters that's already there.
It's hard to say.
Or if you just prefer, you can just use your own preset character.
Aha, I thought I recognized you.
Or not a preset, but you know, one that you want to build. But if you, I think it was like they had the character creator, so if you had that, then you can build your own character from there. Now, the really interesting part about building the characters, if I remember correctly, is that they have massive play on your gaming style. So you have to bear that stuff in type of mind. I'm going to do this one though. Like I already built this one. If you want to, you can go through all the detail customization and stuff, you know, give your character its own level of height and head size. You can change. It's very, very detailed for what you can do. And all of these things will affect, so like, you know, how big your muscles are will affect how much you can hang on to targets, or how quick your stamina runs out, or how much you can carry with your weight. Like all of that stuff matters. And then there's a couple of vocations that they had in here for fighter, archer, mage, and thief. And then there's some other vocations that are unlocked during the gameplay. But we haven't been given any news about additional DLC potentially coming to the game, which has been a little bit sad that the game's been out this long and they haven't, you know, announced any DLC, but we'll go with this.
I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
You think I care to hear your troubles? Leave off.
Apparently not. You don't care. But you could give up some of that booty, prison booty.
We're not allowed to talk during missions, sir.
Speak to me another time. I'm on duty.
I think most of them are probably going to say that. Since you're in this gaol, this jail.
They about? Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. It is harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the subject. I do not understand how 'tis they compel us. There is no arisen among the overseers.
So, from the last game, you had arisen characters, which you were one of, obviously, and then you had pawns, and pawns were a really nice way for them to add a multiplayer component to the system, where instead of having to get a multiplayer, you could basically, you know, do that in game with not having somebody interrupt your game. So it's kind of a cool idea to just be able to purchase pawns or borrow pawns from other players and add them to your party. Digger's Daybook, been a lot more pawns working here in the past half year. Tis as hard on them as it is the rest of us, and I've heard a few of them complain, but if the overseer gives them, they follow it to the letter. Now they get all perilous task. Put on maintenance, which doesn't pay her. So they stole my job. They stole my job. That's all I read from that letter. Nothing more.
Learn your place.
It's pawn. Really, Boris? Move out my way, bruh.
You here to aid me?
So we'll just follow Rook because it looks like he's waiting. Let's check out what's going on over here.
Help me out here.
I wish I could, Mofia. Could barely help myself, bro.
It would be unwise to disobey. Show you no mercy.
Let's kill the overseer and break up out of this place.
Time for you to get to work.
So I'm pretty sure he wants to pick up a boulder or some shit like that. Is that somebody over there? What's over here? Just a tree. Let's not fall. Do ourselves a grave injustice. Doesn't look like there's anything down there, so.
The best way to find what you... Would you take pity on me, sir?
Not a lot of distinctive chatter. I think the way they got around not having so much dialogue options and variables with that is that they're all pawns, and the pawn system kind of changes.
Station in the back and bringing them here.
Okay, let's go carry some stuff. Your lantern does become
It is quite cluttered.
something that is needed.
Poses a hindrance to you.
There we go. I was like, what's going on? Because when it gets dark, you will need your lantern because you need to see. The game supposedly does get dark. So we'll have to see how that plays out ultimately, but yeah.
Why me?
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
Investigate the commotion. So you can see that stamina bar on the bottom. That stamina is definitely going to be affected by the size of your character. Medusa.
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You but fell that fiend. Even at the cost of your lives.
Press your foe till they are overwhelmed.
Pawn City on her.
Their nimbleness allows them to dodge incoming attacks with ease.
Oh,
Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons for clever combatants.
she said my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You've lost your memories. To surely you have a fell curse, but worry not. Only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
God darn it. The accursed creature escaped. Oh, you! Get back here!
My man is running mighty sassy. I said you got a little sassy in your step there, bro.
You must jump. That is the only path.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down! It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
They want to shoot down a griffin.
Now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must not.
Feathers on that back look pretty cool. Why they just straight up start shooting them? Jeez. Fucked up my Uber.
Keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross.
Oi! Are you alright? What happened here?
Run from one trouble to the next.
A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you. Was it you then? The one who was riding on the neck? It is a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story.
I'm gonna check out this griffin real quick, see if there's anything from him. Nope, nothing there. Now it's interesting that they still kept in this little part with the brine, basically as a way for you not to have to go in the water. Oh, chest right here. Salubrious Draught. Do you remember me? Yes, I do.
Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place.
Looks so pretty.
The sun is out here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Natal? Nay, that's unlikely.
Gonna have to do a lot of this gathering. Get some of that green warish to heal yourself. Always good to have some of that stuff on you. Oh,
Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it.
let's gather some of that first real quick.
If you find your strength flagging, buy the cure or have a bit of green.
Oh, you bastards.
When one of the fiends comes for you, best guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. Make use of the slope. It will give you an advantage against their ranks. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is.
So the tutorial there is you can grab stuff, but it will slow you down eventually. So be careful about how you manage your inventory by gathering too much stuff. But never give up a little
Where are you going?
experience to just gain something, because
But I'd at least like
there,
a word.
there are things like that that just really help you out in the game. You might not even realize it, but it does. Saurian scales, because you can use all this stuff to like to craft stuff.
Where do you think you're going? You can't just run off now.
Now, one of the things that was really interesting that you need to be wary of when you see these suckers. Oh, come on.
Where are you going? I'll
If this dude tell me one more time about where I'm going,
just like a word.
well, I'm killing. Nice little level up there. When you're traveling with you know, NPCs, whether they're in towns or not, you're gonna want to be careful that you defend them. And like if you if you want to keep them alive and figure out where the story goes or something like that, yo, dude, you are saying that way too much. Because what'll eventually happen is, like, you can kill NPCs, and NPCs can get killed on your way through missions, and you will lose them. Pawns are different, but NPCs will need to be revived, especially if you want specific story quests from them and stuff like that to continue.
Welcome, Arisen. The Pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns. They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you can't be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray. Come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray. Summon your pawn. Simply point with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
So you can create your own pawn, or you can use other ones, characters to do pawns as well. It's entirely up to you. It's really the way it was in the previous game in Dragon's Dogma was that you would create a pawn that complemented your character. So if you were a fighter, you might want a mage. If you were a mage, then you might want a fighter. That kind of thing right there. And then you would basically have like these, because you're going to build a party of characters essentially that are going to help you out through your journey. You'll be able to pick your pawn, and then, you know, the knowledge that you get from your pawn and that they gain along the way, they'll basically be able to take those with into other games. So if people wanted to you know, use your pawn for whatever reason, then they could use yours. So really good idea in theory about the way that you build a party, like, and makes you get a little bit more invested in it.
We pawns are travelers of not only this world, but myriad others with which we can connect. As your loyal pawn, my duty is to accompany you and use what I learn in these other realms to aid you on your journey. I shall be with you every step of the way, and I hope to put my knowledge and experiences to good use on your behalf.
Oh, I should have chose a different voice.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say?
Of course he had no memories.
Mayhap you could make for
Otherwise he'd tell you he was the Arisen.
By the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Got them heels. So yeah, so those rift stones are there.
Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so.
So it's like she'll just give you kind of like a breakdown of like these rift stones, where like when your pawns die, you can basically resummon those from the rift stones. You can learn about your person, your Arisen, and then you can learn about more of the pawn systems.
The name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from the threat.
It's so funny they call it the Pawn Legion.
Even though your memory is lost to you, I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speak.
Now, you can go to this damn Riftstone, and if you have like the in-game RC currency, then you'll see like other pawns in there with yours as well. And you can hire any of these pawns to basically join you in your journey. And some of these will be like NPC created pawns, and some of these will be other people's pawns. And essentially what that'll allow you to do is, you know, purchase other people's pawns and use them and gift them things, or, you know, basically continue on. Now, if you purchase a high level pawn, obviously they cost more RC, but they'll also probably have knowledge of some of the areas you go to, and the pawns are a little bit smarter than they were in Dragon's Dogma 1 to kind of let you know, hey, there's areas here for you to go pursue. So that's basically what it is. So we'll leave the rift so that way you can just jump out of there, and we can explore some of this area to see who's got things laid about that we can steal from. Now, it is worth it to note that inside some of these towns, when you have certain items in some places, you are essentially stealing from those areas. So you want to make sure that you're careful about what you're taking and picking up from areas, because if you're caught taking things that, you know, you realistically shouldn't, and people are aware of it, you can get locked up in jails. So pay attention, especially usually major cities is where it really happens, if I remember correctly. So be mindful of that. But it's okay. Yeah. So it is mindful to do that. You'll need that lantern oil because your lantern that you can use will run out of oil, and you'll need that to basically get, you know, your lantern back up. So you don't want to basically be operating around night without that. Will you now?
Always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis what you should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No. Well, hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
So we're not going to rest just yet, because what we want to see is okay, he doesn't do anything. We want to like still go around this camp and take a look at stuff, but some of the inns when you go to will allow you to specialize in your vocation, level up your vocation, and learn skills and things like that. So you can do that with you and your pawns, and use the inns and the storage at these cities to basically transfer equipment around. So really a good system there. But you did notice, like, don't try to just rely on an autosave function. It will come up, but a lot of times the autosave will fail you. Now, one of the things that they did in the game was they did implement just a one save system, which kind of sucks because you only get that one save system, and that means you can't run multiple files. Now, I kind of disliked it a little bit because I did, you know, you can learn every class on one character. There's no problem in doing that and leveling up. But sometimes, you know, you want to play multiple characters and just have just those kind of stories to maybe see like branching paths and things you miss, because there are like some stories and events that are timed in the game, and missing out on those can happen. So it's like a little bit of a living world. Here we go, another chest. Scragged beast.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft.
Some of the movement is kind of funny. Like, why does he move like that up the ladder? It looks a little unrealistic, I guess. We gotta go back down. There's nothing there. Now you can't slide down the ladder. Yeah, all right. It's kind of funny how you ran up the ladder, though. That was odd. So I don't think they're gonna let me out if I try to leave right now, are they?
Sure, that's a good idea. You ought at least rest for the evening. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready. Take it from me. You're better off.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna let me leave, but he started the quest there. Now, that's what I mean about timed events, stuff like that. If you hadn't sat there, I don't think, and you just rested without him giving you the quest, I think you just missed out on the quest. So let's just, you can go around and spend your time talking to people if you want to.
Much care who you are.
Okay, fuck you too, Phil.
Here in Vermont, pawns are revered as servants of the Arisen, but not so here in Batal.
My man's like, I don't care who the fuck you are. Really, bruh? That's how you feel? Okay. Look at this big lying mother sucker. I guess I don't want nothing from you. All right, let's go rest at the inn because I don't think there's really anybody else. Oh, wait. This might be a traveling merchant.
You shan't regret it.
I don't think I can afford any of your wares, bro. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to be able to afford anything that he had. But you can see there's like a number of items in here. A lot of these items can be mixed with other items to basically create items. You can make your own items inside here. So like these camping kits are pretty good in terms of like, you know, if you're going to be traveling around the world and you need a place to sleep because the night is dark and full of terror in the game. Yeah, like when things get dark, things will come out at night. So we'll just stop talking to him because he's got nothing that we can afford right now.
To make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
So she will actually, if someone hired your pawn, she will actually tell them that when they make the visit to them. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, all right. Yeah. You told us this before. So let's rest.
No issue, even at this time.
Added items will be sent to item storage. So now my pawn is leveled up because we slept. I don't think he...
It's obvious.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings.
Nah.
If you'd like to change your vocation.
There we go.
Come see me anytime.
All right. So you can see now that you can go inside the vocation and you can change your vocation. So depending on what you're doing throughout the game, whether or not, you're leveling up a character individually, or you want to start like kind of, changing up your character and what they do because maybe you got tired of playing a thief for whatever reason, you can change it. So you can see that there's also vocations or ranks for character, and there's 9 ranks per character. Each character has its own weapon skills that you can acquire. They will cost you these DCPs that you'll earn by doing quests and by doing killing things in the woods. So they basically augment the way a character is played. Like I like Enkindle Blades, it basically lights your thing on fire. You get Shadow Cloak, which makes you invisible and blends into the area, which makes a lot of some of the areas easily passable by stealth skills. You have some core skills that are basically to your character, and then you have augments. I think you acquire augments throughout just playing the game, and you'll find those as well, and they basically help some of your augments that you change the way your character basically played. Now, some of them also have some blends over into other type of skills or other type of vocations that you have in the game, and some of them are just there. But the bottom line here is that you have some free wielding ability with classes by simply changing out of vocations, and then at some later point in the game you'll probably be able to unlock the other vocations, the specialty vocations, the subclass vocations, or the mixed vocations like magical archer, and those are blends of characters. And so the augments really become important. You also have the same for your pawn. So it's important to play around with the skills that you have for your pawn, because you can see here she has skills for Levin, she has skills for Palladium, Fire Boon. These are different skills that she has, and you want to make sure that she's equipped with the proper skills when you go out, because facing down certain enemies will require you to have those those specific skills for there. You can see here, this is your inventory. You want to make sure that your character's weight tends to lean from light to medium and doesn't go outside of that, because you will be affected by it. So there's going to be some things that's inside my kit that are maybe not be in your kit because I purchased a pre-order for the game when I did that, and so these items will basically they're going to help me. So like for instance, I got the superior wooden staff and the twin daggers, so these are going to essentially help out my character overall. So I'm going to withdraw those from there. If I was going to play as either, you know, bow or archer or something like that, then these would help out with those, and you know, swords and likes as well. The makeshift gold key, you can see a wake stone, and then art of metamorphosis, which is going to allow you to basically change your appearance and edit the appearance of those. Why they had only one of those, who knows? But then we can also see the little kit over here, and you can see how much adding that is going to change to me. So what I want to do is I want to deposit the items that I picked up in the world that aren't of use to me as well. So you can see, for instance, here, like some saurian scales are inside here. I don't really need to hold on to these items. Goblin horns, things like this, I don't need to hold on to them because they're really not just helping me at all inside my inventory. So we'll deposit a lot of these items, the coppers and stuff like that, and we can pick those up other places. Now you have items inside of your inventory like beast skins and even these scrags of beasts and aged scrags of beasts, and you'll notice that they'll start to decay over time, and some items you actually want to decay and some items you don't, because using a ripened harp spud versus normal harp spud will get you different alchemical results when you do those. So important to pay attention to those as well. So we can equip items from storage here as well. If you had them in storage like that, you can equip those. And then you can see here, this is the combination. So if I was to combine that apple with the greenwarish, it will give me a potion. So you can see here, some greenwarish, some apples will create a salubrious draught. And I can create 2 of those per the recipe that's currently in the system. That's as simple as you can possibly make it. So let's cancel out of this. Cancel out of that, and then we can go into our character inventory. So for our equipment, and here you can see the difference between the superior criteria weapons versus the normal criteria weapons. There's just a little bit of a strength bonus there, and you can switch over to Katori, and oh, excuse me, I don't have the item inside her inventory, so we don't want to equip this. We want to give the item to Taryn, and now we can switch over to her and we can equip that item. There we go. All right, so now she has a superior wooden staff, which, you know, effectively raised her magic level, which should help out with her damage output. That's it. So let's make our way out of here, and we can look at the map that it wants us to take a look at, and you can see how the map is shrouded. There, you can't see anything other than the area that we've explored in here. So you're going to want to pay attention to that, because there's going to be places that the map wants you to go to, and you are going to be responsible for exploring those regions. That's just as simple as it is.
Hail, you a soldier? Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece, if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to Cold.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
If I remember correctly, Phil, you didn't give a damn who I was.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out?
Ricardo. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? I can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of him. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just pass out. You seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate.
Yeah, okay. So
You've my thanks. And Ricardo's as well. Sure.
I got your thanks now. Okay, bastard. So you can see here, it basically explains what I told you about the quest progression. So if you decide for some reason not to go do the quest and prioritize that to aid Ricardo, then that quest will just be failed and you'll have it locked out. And so the storyline that probably accompanies that quest and the characters that might be affected by you doing that quest, those characters will not have the same interactions with you. So be wary of accepting quests and not actually prioritizing them in order, because some of them are timed, and you want to make sure that you're actually completing the quest. So let's leave the town and go save our boy Ricardo.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Now, if you wanted to, you could get some other pawns to basically help out with this type of stuff. In terms of like these missions. So for instance, here they told you that there's going to be harpies. Harpies fly and they have an attack where they can put you to sleep. So she should be strong enough to help me out in terms of firepower, but she might not be strong enough to help me out in terms of like staying awake, because she probably doesn't have the resiliences for it. So we got some goblins. We get some beast skin from them. What's going on over here? So she's collected some Harspud. Oi! Alright, let's go kill these goblins. Or did he already kill? Oh, okay, there they go. Yeah, we don't need to give her commands. Let's just go kill. Oh, you bastard.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
So you can see here, he's a pawn that just happens to be out in the area, and we can hire him. He's free, so he probably won't have any quest knowledge, but you have like this whole thing that comes up. You can see down at the bottom is a Capcom level 1 pawn, and you can see his inclinations, which you can change and set for your pawns. You can also see like his specializations and then the ratings that he basically has against other players who essentially used him. Depending on what you want to hire for pawns and stuff like that and change up the way you do, you can do that. But we'll hire him for the purposes of our little travel piece right now. So, and it's fortuitous because we're going to face off against some harpies, and he's an archer, so the two of them together will help us out. We can kill this. We can kill this hog and we can harvest it for meats. Now, did I need to do all that? No, probably not. But I wanted to kill a hog anyways.
Some great treasure. Oh, now I feel a fool.
Do you feel a fool?
Gleaming treasures round every corner.
So we got some more of these suckers over here. So let's get them. Let's kill. Wake up. I don't know why. I just wanted to kill more goblins. Most of these things like horns you really can't use for anything else other than to just sell those items, but good enough.
I can't wait to find out what's inside.
So nothing much over here. One of the things they did add into the game is environmentals and the ability to change up landscapes and how those help you out in a battle. And then as well, they added in abilities so that way you could tee off with your pawn. So like if she used fire on something, you can do those too. So that's kind of cool.
Task we were entrusted with as well.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing.
Oh, well, she's got some cranberry. All right, so let's prioritize. we're gonna set the new recruit as our priority.
Sir Ricardo is in need of our aid.
I know.
Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
Let's go kill some more goblins though. Oh, some copper ore, some trash, whole lot of bullshit going on there. All right, let's go help this dude Ricardo. And there goes harpies.
Would you mind coming over here?
Oh, what's up, dude? What you got to show me up there? Bruh, did you... He asked me to come up there and showed me absolutely nothing. Now, if you rent pawns from different people, they do have the ability to know where like maybe stashes are in the game, and you know, you will be able to collect those items and help them, and they you know, they'll help you out. So they're like, there's specific things in here for like seeker tokens, I think it's called, and collecting the seeker tokens will allow you to unlock other pieces of gear and things like that. So kind of worth looking for them and exploring the game. But you know, highly up to you. You can just skip a lot of that side questing type stuff and be fine. So you can see the harpies in the distance right here, and you can see the little blue effect, and that blue effect is essentially, you know,
Here we are.
and it looks like our boy, oh, it's this mother sucker. Get off me, bro. There we go. Let's kill him.
Is that all of them?
That's all of them, Ricardo.
My thanks. I do not believe for a moment I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed.
So there we go.
Best report back.
And so you can see my vocation has ranked up because of the quest knowledge there. Now, the really terrible part is, why do I have to run all the way back here to go talk to Phil?
Follow me.
Like, why? Why? I don't want to have to run back and talk to Phil. I'd rather just be able to continue on and just get the points from not talking to Phil, but whatever. The game's like, hey, go back and talk to Phil. So we'll talk to Phil.
We have reached our destination. Hail, friend. Many thanks for aiding Ricardo. 'Twas a relief to see him return. And
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back.
It was a bit too early for him to be seen actual combat. We'll be extending his training period. The instructor...
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit
And so 1,000 gold, probably good reason to report back to Phil. Probably. The levels, probably. So we can go back and set quests now. We can set Dragon's Wake as our priority to basically make sure that we're continuing our path. So
To meld might jog your memory, Master.
He thinks the troops will get more out of their training if...
all right, so let's make our way now to Melf. So if you go to the map now at this point, you'll see like we've discovered some areas and stuff like that in the game. This is where we're basically heading to. And this is, you know, the map world as it exists in the game. So a little bit of a long way to travel to get over there, right? So we have to take the long way around essentially too, because of the bridge. I didn't show it, but there's a bridge that's basically out. So when you see areas like this, it's kind of worth it to take a look around, climb if you can, because you might find a cave or something like that that you can get to and collect items that, you know, could be of benefit to you. What's up, Borden? So let's go up. I think we already went up there and looked, actually, so never mind. Probably would have been behoove of me to hire somebody at, you know, a higher level pawn, so that way I can look at the areas. Oh, this mother sucker. You okay? Let's get this sucker up here. Whoa, what hit me?
We may have underestimated this foe. Time to heal up. Hold on. Stay right there.
Look at that. I'm burning stuff down. And she got a vocation rank up as well. Now, obviously, those vocations are not going to continue ranking up that quickly. And where do you see this? Yeah, Borden, if you show me where it is. Now, if you notice, Borden is not leveling up because Borden is not my main pawn. Oh, there it is. He is not my main pawn, so therefore he will not level up at any point, which forces the need for me to have to switch out pawns and to experience something else.
If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back.
So let's take a look in our inventory. And we can see... What did it give me just now? I know it gave me something, but I'm not seeing it in my inventory. Oh, I didn't even have this equipped, did I? Equip that bad boy. Give me more of that green words, bruh.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? I'll serve with redoubled vigor this day.
So you see how he's pointing in that direction and he's telling you that something's over in that direction. So it's like helping you out in your questing, which is kind of cool in my opinion that they did that. And higher level, obviously, pawns are going to like Princess Harsput. Higher level pawns are going to be able to tell you that. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to reach, especially in the early goings, every area that they point out to you. So you may have to come back to certain areas because you may not just have the means. Like some of those will require you to have like flight with levitation that you'll be able to unlock with a mage. So therefore you'll have to switch to those. Some of them will be required for you to like just different things that you'll basically have to unlock to get to certain areas and things like that. But always be on the lookout for those type of things, because if they tell you that they're there, more than likely they're there. We'll just keep going because I don't know where it is and I don't want to spend time looking for it necessarily right now. More interested in killing. there we go. Look at that. Golden Trove Beetle. So now my pawn, those are also things you need to collect in the game. My pawn and will remember that location, and if someone selected my pawn, it will she will point that out to them and say, hey, you know, there's this thing over here or whatever. The way he just told me that there's a rift stone. And you do want to collect rift stones.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
So harvest, let's not fall into this water. Do not want to fall into the water. All right. So I think there's a little point on that cliff I want to go visit. Take a look up there. And we've discovered another. Oh! So you notice that she's also stopped collecting things. Because more than likely she's starting to hit like that inventory limit where it's probably getting to be too much for her to collect stuff. I think, okay, so nothing's over here. Okay, cool. Let's go up and take a look here. There we go. Got some gold. Can never turn down going to get some gold. All right, let's make our way across this bridge into the town of Mel to just continue the story. I really love the detail in the game and the perspective as well. It's really good. I don't know why, but it feels like an updated version of like playing Dark Souls, the original ones, and having like a different, you know, view on the character. And I don't know, something about it, just the world feels a little bit real to me, even though it looks a little gray and I guess somewhat dry. I don't know. So, all right. Mayhap indeed.
So too does the dragon. It is an immutable truth of this world.
So let's do that. Walk through the streets and see if there's more stories, since this is where the second piece of the story was telling me to go. Oh. Who's talking? Somebody had something to say, but said nothing.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please.
You don't look like Dudley. I've seen Dudley, and you don't look like him. So he's got that makeshift gall key. I think we already have that in our inventory, but he is also... Ooh, Ring of Aggression. Look at that, 5,000 gold though, and Ring of Resolution. Can't afford nothing you got. But any of the items that we did collect on the road, specifically like goblin horns or these jagged bones, I think harpy pinions and some of these other items can be utilized for other things. So you might not necessarily want to get rid of those, but it's behoove you to sell off some items. You can see I'm about average weight right now, so I can't see using these for now. So I'm just going to sell them off and just get rid of them. You can sell those if you wanted to. But you can see this golden trove beetle that we collect, consuming it increases the weight one can carry by 0.15 kilograms. The Risen's main pawn can also receive the same effect, so you can see why you might want to collect those, and then you can see the weight limit on it as well. So good items to basically collect. But yeah. And there's your pass, boy. Pleasure, my friend. Pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Let's go see if we can't find more items inside this destroyed ass town. Okay. So somebody's messing with us. You in my head, bro. Get out my head. I think that was the whole point. That we definitely have. I was pretty sure it didn't. Oh. I can hear that belly growl. Oh, look at this big sumbitch. Let's not run up the middle at a dragon. Something about running up the middle. Oh, look at the fire. It looks pretty damn good. Wow. That actually looks really good. I don't want to run up. I don't want to run up on him. Yeah, let's go this way. Let's see if we can sneak around him. Oh, I got on your back, bro. I'm not doing no damage to this dude. Let's see if we can't climb him. Oh, he kicked the shite out of me and did mad damage. Uh-oh. No bueno. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to be doing no damage to this dude. Oh, bruh. What are you going to do against her? Toasty! You could have said something. That fire looks good. This is good looking. You got toasted, bro. How did she not get toasted standing that close? Look at my man. Peasant. Now, if I remember correctly, this same thing did happen inside of the original game, but it happened on the beach and much sooner in the story. Like, there wasn't a whole lot before the events of you getting, you know, you just kind of opened up as the Arisen. Can somebody get me some boots, some clothes, something? Still running around in a tunic.
Thank goodness. How are you feeling?
Feeling great.
It's the second time I've watched over you, isn't it?
What? The second time?
I do not
me from the dragon's flames. You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you've risen. I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning.
Oh, you don't, Big Eyes? She's got that look on her face right now, like a clingy girlfriend.
They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
Of course I don't.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he called you? We are to part so soon. Mayhap you will visit me again soon. Till then, take care.
That's what's up.
Arisen.
But something ain't right off. Something off about you, girl.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. That's my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart. We shall have come to think of it. Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Okay. So there's two Arisen in this game?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Let's check out this town. With his weird ass climb. Oh, look at that. Some more copper ore. Getting rich. Let's go downstairs and take a look what's there first. Doesn't look like much there, so let's go upstairs, take a look. I'm wondering why they're talking about two Arisen though. Like, I don't recall there being two Arisen. I thought it was supposed to be like one Arisen. Oh, got a bow, got a bow, got a bow. Now, be careful about giving those items to like pawns that you just rent and you don't plan on holding on to. You really don't want to do that. You can retrieve them from them afterwards, but you definitely want to probably be careful about that. Looks like the same bro that ballista that took down the damn Griffin by Uber, my Uber drive that I was taking. Oh wait, what's this? Okay.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loose from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
'Tis a glad thing we happened upon this. Unleashing it during combat ought to fluster
Okay.
our foes.
Okay, another treasure chest. There we go. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Oh. Ulrika, you are just full of surprises. Thank you so very much. So.
Might that be a Wakestone shard? Oh,
Nice.
stumbled across one.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
Indeed, my friends, indeed, and thus we shall. know I saw some items over there we could collect it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shit. Okay, nothing really. Just more greenware-ish. Although, you can never have too much of that greenware-ish. Just want to make sure I'm not missing out on items. So you can see here goes another riftstone. And if we were so inclined, we could rent a pawn from here. But alas, I'm going to leave that alone and we'll leave the rift. And let's go talk to this dude in this. Oh, wait.
Some business with you, sir. Dreadful sorry if I was in your... Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. What can I do?
So they're going to have a lot of these type quests that are going to have ripple effects on the game. Like, you know, she says she comes from a, you know, family that's in Vernworth. When you make it to your way to Vernworth, the quest could develop any sort of way where, you know, she could help you out or she could not help you out. So it's going to be up to you whether or not, you know, you're indifferent to these things and how you want to proceed.
You'd get the medicine form. Suppose there's no harm in that. If you really... Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your...
We could make the fruit reborant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
Yeah.
Of course. I see it now.
So, yeah, that's cool.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roborant, are we?
How much is this? Let's see. Not too bad. 600 gold. Like you said, so you could make it yourself and save yourself the gold and then just give her the fruit roborant that way as well. That's, you know, not a bad thing to do either. For now, I'm just going to buy it just because I think it's a little bit easier.
The recipient awaits, Master.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like.
She's got the weirdest, creepiest smile. Like, I don't know why, but I'm looking at her smile and it just looks so devilish. Like that little girl that's in that video, the picture where she's just like, she's like watching the house burn down in the background.
He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for it.
Oh, look at that. So we got a ring for that. Don't stumble around a dark outfit yourself from fire lanterns. Yeah. And we got a little bit of a level up there. Does he got any items for me to steal? Yeah. Why, yes, he does. Just some greenware. I thought he was going to have something actually worth it. So let's go check out Lennart.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life.
I did.
She told me all about it. It was very brave. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a... Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access... Well, now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, it'll only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. Should you dedicate your... Try them, as you like. Very well. There is not, but I shan't take up any more of your
All right. So we have Meisters, and those are going to be who you need to learn different vocations from.
We also offer change. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me.
Yeah, so it's just still these right now, but I've got 633 DCP. So if I wanted to, I could purchase any of these skills, like, you know, enkindling blades, the shot up cloak, which I really like. And you notice that as you're leveling up the vocation, more skills are basically going to be able to be available to you. So helm splitter becomes a skill that he basically has. I really like helm splitter, to be honest. Powder charge becomes another one. Not really necessarily a fan of that one. Is good for certain things though. And then you notice her skills have also gone up. So she has, actually, excuse me, this is a core skill, Scarlet Kisses. I meant to use hers. So her weapon skills have gone up as well. So she has now different spells that's available to her, as well as some core skills as well for those, and then some augments. So you can see those. I'm not going to purchase any right now just because I don't think I need anything right now. To be honest with you, I don't know if I need anything right now because I could very well need stuff. Now, there's going to be other spell classes that you're going to have to learn things from, vocations that you're going to have to learn those specifically from, you know, Meisters as you develop skills and, you know, do quests and things like that. But for now, we're just going to leave those alone and let's see what's downstairs. Is there anything for him to steal? Oh, got a chest. Just a scragger beast. Not really what I was hoping for. I was really hoping like it was gonna have like something of value in there, like some more gold coins or something. Replace what I've lost. All right, let's go out now.
So this is where you've been.
Oh, bro.
Come with me to the main entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
Yo, Linart looks like, oh man, what's the dude's name from Viking? I can't remember his name, but that's what he looks like to me. We can go check people's houses out too. And we can see if they got items in them that we could basically take. So like all of these places that you're allowed entry to, they could very well have some nice items inside of them, but it's not looking like it. I'm not looking like it at all. Nope, nothing there. Just a burnt down house. Making my way downtown, walking fast, and I'm homebound. Ah, there we go.
Having plenty of these to hand will make for easier battles.
Nice. Waking powder.
Take care when and how we put them to use.
Some dried fish. Looks like some gold sitting over there. Let's get this gold. What's this right here? Something's wrong. It's not letting me pick that one up. Oh, there we go. Dried fish. What's in this one? Some more dried fish. But we got that gold though. That's what I was really looking for. I wonder if I can climb out the window. Nope. No climbing out the window. Well, whatever. We got the gold from there. Nah, nothing there. I guess we visited all the houses then. So we've looted to our heart's content. Let's go make our way to talk to Linart, who looks like I think his name is Alfie from Vikings. Let's see. Let's take a look at these quests. Make your way into the capital. Yeah, okay, so all right. A lot of burnt out houses over here.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word.
Sure, bro.
As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you?
Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the village... I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there, as soon as we may.
Okay. My man wants me to explode some saurians.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing. First and foremost, will you my thanks? Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare?
Nah, I need some time, bro.
Well, speak with me once you've...
I can't believe nobody still has given me clothes. That's the crazy part. So here goes the explosive cask. Let's not explode these things.
As a matter of fact, looking upon our party, I noticed that none of us are fighters.
There we go. Throw. Wow. Boom! Oh, damn. Bro, what happened over there? One of the casks blew up for no reason? Okay, we're all in good health, so never mind, but we just blew up them dead saurians. Let's go back and talk to my man and get our quest points, though. Where's he at?
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts speeding. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use... You must make sure your aim is true. Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the saurians.
Okay.
A single jar of poison ought to send those saurians packing. Only, do be mindful not to spill any on yourself, Master.
Oh, wow. All right. Try to be good about throwing this one then. Not that I understand how all of this little bit of poison is gonna affect them, but okay.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Simple enough, go fetch me type quest. Yo, where did bro go? Did I run past his ass? Yeah, I did. All right.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts.
You're welcome, homeboy.
And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've... or perhaps it's a little early for... In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, building efforts ought to proceed apace.
A moment long awaited.
Nice.
The result of our impeccable teamwork, no doubt.
Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
So, notice that this is, I think this is a spawn.
Sir, I mustn't be distracted.
Nope, that's Dahlia. Okay, so is these a pawn? Is he a pawn? No?
You there. What are you up to?
Minding my goddamn business. What about you, bro? What am I up to? Minding the peas that mind me. All right, so we're ready to take off with our boy Gregor here.
Good. Then let us be on our way.
Boy Gregor's like, yep, let's go. So we got a fighter.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
Up. Let's get him. Oh. Oh, look at this mother sucker. He dead ass like hunted me. Oh, who did he get shot by? Oh, I didn't even see him. Ah, damn, I'm heavy.
That was superb, Arisen.
Oh, that sucks. I'm heavy. Okay. That means that like my stamina is gonna start going down quicker than what it had been before because I'm heavy. Sucks, but it is. Oh, more of these bastards. You're welcome, homeboy. I could have just got the fruit robot from right there and given it to her. You son of a bitch. Oh, I got 100 gold from that. Okay. Son of a bitch.
Gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has
Oh, more harpies.
To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Lest hope do not run away. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust in our journey.
Come on, shoot these bastards. Where you at, bro? I was like, where's Borden at? There you go. Finally, bro. I was like, is this dude gonna shoot them or what? He's just all hanging out in the back. Well, I guess that's the problem with
Not of a mind to fight today, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Tis as you say.
oh. I was like, what the hell? What happened? Must be something good down here. For these dudes to just be playing up down on the ladder. And it'd be a no, nothing good down here at all. They just playing up downs on the ladder for some reason. These fucking idiots. Well, you can't expect perfect AI, I guess. All right, let's continue on our journey, guys. Come on, let's get back on the road.
Merry band can handle whatever comes.
You sound way too cocky, bro.
I quite agree.
Famous last words.
Shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it. Ranged attacks are my speciality, Master. Shall I assist?
Yeah, if you think you could, but I don't think you have the spell to bust that open. So like you can see, like this is one of those things where it's like she doesn't really have the skill to necessarily bust that down. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. But find some jasper.
What a view!
There we go. 'Tis a magnificent view. The landscape seems to unfold in all directions, revealing its secrets to the patient observer.
Repose hereabouts.
Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
'Tis as you say.
So I guess the question is, what is this specifically pointing to for us to see? Because at the moment, I'm not seeing it point to anything.
Slowing you down, Master. Pray bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
I'm not seeing what you're supposed to be pointing to. I guess maybe it's something up there on that mountain. I don't know. We'll have to figure out another time. I believe we can always come back to it, but I don't want it to get dark out too much.
I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women.
Because that's how he got down.
Why?
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
So you can see the pawn just told me, like, yeah, your stuff is getting pretty heavy. So I could give this to Borden. And I could transfer some of the other items as well. We're going to equip this. Left hand. Yeah, so I can equip and give him some of these items if I wanted to. Yeah, we'll leave that out. But you can't see how fast my stamina is essentially going down now.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the sovereign's ascension.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the poor.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen.
Somebody's lying.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, do not believe it, if the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. All's been arranged.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
I wonder if they're like, hey, you want to build a bridge? Do you want to build a bridge? What's up here? What's this? Okay, too hard to jump. Oh,
I'll go and open the chest.
bruh. Got another one of them gold true beetles. Was that it?
An ox cart was meant to meet, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it.
An ox cart.
The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Here in Vermont, pawns are revered as
Bruh.
servants of the Arisen.
I think they are gonna they do need to fix up some of the lines, because some of them is like, Jesus, they're repetitive as hell. Oh, another chest. Fulgorous Lord.
A decent spot to make camp, assuming there are no monsters about.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
So now these things like here, like these campsites, is where you're gonna have to pay the most attention. Oh, I'm very heavy now. Definitely gonna have to figure out that. But these campsites, these are where you're gonna have to like pay the most attention about whether or not you're gonna choose to make camp for these areas, or whether you're not gonna choose to make area for those camps, because yo, you idiots. They over here taking up fish and everything in the water. Let's go up here then. Let's take a look at this. I don't want to kill anybody. But let's just check it out. You can see how slow I'm moving now too. So in order to get to that chest, I'll probably need to go up. Cross over here. And then probably make my way down. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Got some silver ore. Some copper ore, okay. What's this one? Okay. Where the hell did the chest go? Oh, there it is. Let's slide down. Made it. There better be something good in here. Oh my God. This is genius. Oh shit. Oh. Oh no, did I screw this up? I gotta get back up. How to get back up becomes the question. Oh, ooh, ooh, don't fall. Oh, 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 oh. Whew. Oh, oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't fall. It's weird because certain areas look like you can actually walk on them, and then it was like, nope, slide. Okay, here we go. She just teleported up here.
Sunset draws near.
Where we do not find enemy ambush.
Okay, there we go. Made it. Now, there's a huge cave up here. I wonder what's in that cave. I am too damn heavy. What's in this cave? Ooh.
This is just the sort of place that begs
Another encounter. I don't like this. We are already hard pressed from our previous engagement.
Bro, let's go. Stop being a crybaby, bro. We're gonna have to get rid of Borden. What is this? Oh. How do I get that? Is there not a way to crawl? Oh shit. Oh shit. Get out of there, bro. Get out of there. Maybe Borden was right. Bro got me out of breath. Okay, I survived. But I probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should not have come in here.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Hold fast, Arisen. I will be with you in but a moment.
Okay. Detoxifying concoction.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Take this. 'Tis... something I found. I wanted you to have it.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Be sure to keep your wits about you.
I wonder how far I should actually go into this cave, because I didn't expect it to have... Alright, we need to give some stuff away. Because I am too heavy. Yo, was really that bag that made me so heavy. If we give him that, it's going to be too heavy for him. See if we can't give him this and make him just a little bit. Alright, so now we're very heavy. Let's just go take a look. Oh, shit. I think this is a bad idea. Oh no. Got that tail off that time though. That's it. Oh, and I can't get to his tail. It like fades through the goddamn ground. Oh, hell no. Nope. Let's get the hell out of here, y'all. So I'm not going to fight that because there's just no way I'm prepared to fight that. If you notice, like, I haven't leveled up anything, and so nothing's been leveled up in my gear. That had 3 bars. So if you see those 3 dots,
I am coming to assist.
if you see those 3 dots, that means you gotta effectively take their health down 3 times. Inside here, I'm barely alive as is. So I think like, it's what the hell just, oh, the poison. I was like, what the hell just happened?
But of course, Arisen. You may depend upon me.
We'll see if that works. At this point, we definitely just come back to this area a little bit stronger. I'm not even gonna go digging deeper into this tunnel. Pretty good to like level up, but yeah, no, bro. Let's get the hell out of here. We'll come back to visit this.
Twas a greater haul than I'd hoped, but it's only made me eager to find more treasure.
A covetous nature is like to invite all manner of misfortunes. A heavy pack not least among them.
So it's probably worth camping here. And we'll just use the modest camping kit.
Sky for all eternity. If 'twasn't for the queen in my neck.
So we can equip skills. Which is what we have, but we can't do anything else.
You're like to stumble ere long.
No, we're not breaking camp.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new where to next, Arisen.
Alright, so we'll make rest then.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
So I think the best bet isn't to tempt fate with that, because I probably need to equip some more skills. We'll just come back to that. Probably have another pawn with us too. I thought that the dudes that were with us was going to be able to come into that, but they weren't able to come with us, or they just didn't come with us, so... Oh. Oh, okay.
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
Will you now? We'll hire you. I could use another pawn with me.
It will be an honor to serve by your side.
Now, that was crazy.
Good feeling about this one.
We've got goblins.
Oh, shit. We gotta get up to this dude.
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
Get that out of your hand, bro.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
I've got to get rid of some of this weight.
Lucky us. That's worth taking. I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Well, that would be a place where I could use that damn thing.
No greater peace than when I am by your side.
More goblins, Jesus.
Hold fast, Arisen. I will be with you in but a moment.
Follow my example.
I gotta get rid of some of this damn stuff. Alright, let's get rid of some more of these items. Jesus Christ. Let's give that to this new Paragon that we just had.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
God, still too heavy. My man, he is assed out on this rock. I should have equipped some skills. Should have equipped some skills. So you can see with the other Paragon chick or whatever that showed up, she started actually.
I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift.
She actually has like some other skills, like she set my blades on fire. I really don't need to be collecting any more treasure, to be perfectly honest.
I shan't let them off.
Oh. Who got killed? Oh, Borden. Come on, get up, Borden. It's the problem with leveling up. Let's go save this dude because he looks like he's dying.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Oh, harpies, master.
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
So we will hire him because we're going to swap out a pawn and we will dismiss our boy Borden. And you can gift them items, but you really don't have to. To be honest with you, I probably suggest you don't. Like, not for Capcom pawns. There's one thing I think to send away the characters with items from characters you use from other players, but
At least I go
not necessary for them.
my ability.
If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating a strategy that caters to our respective skills.
But okay, so we'll use Yun here. I need gear is what I need.
But there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us consider how best to proceed.
Let's give away some items. Okay, that should help us out a lot more. Am I going in the right direction right now?
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Oh, well spotted. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant.
See an item up there. How to get to it is the question.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling it'll be worth the climb. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
You know.
Inspired. I cannot wait to return beyond the rift and inform my own master of this.
Question is, how do you get up there for that one? I'm not sure. I have to come back and look for that one. Good thing we added Yoon to the party because he can carry more. Another campsite. We're just gonna keep carrying on at this point because I need to make it to the town. So that's another pawn, so we could potentially get that pawn. Oh, I remember this from the demo. So I can use this. And then I can throw it against that, what you call right there. Ha! Huzzah! I remember that from the demo stuff that they were doing.
What could yon chest be hiding? Snow.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
God dang it. Yeah, this is why I need to make it to the what you call, because it's another dang camping tool, but oh yeah, we gotta get to town. Oh shit. So Yoon as a fighter should have an ability where he can force them to attack him, like taunt them. This is why like certain skills like biting wind is really good to have. Oh, there we go. Seekers tokens. So you got to collect all of these damn things.
I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
A splendid discovery.
I do want to find all of them, so.
Inform my own master of this. We've a choice of where to go, but how to know the path best traveled?
What are we tarrying for?
I see another one of those.
I say.
I am so trying to figure out where the hell this thing wants me to go. Travel to the capital.
Of every ilk.
So we could sell this dude some stuff. I can't remember what's good to use though, so I don't want to sell him anything. Oh, this ring though. We're not gonna sell him anything just because I can't remember what to sell him.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Beg pardon, sir, but I'm on duty at present.
What's this? Oh, okay. I love gathering shit just too much. That must be the capital there. Jesus, tired already from being too heavy. Good job, you.
There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
More goblins to kill. I should just start using these damn trolls. Now, if I remember correctly in the demo, if I had stayed with Gregor and made my way over there.
Just imagine the coin we'd gain
Yeah, we ain't going down that. If I had stayed with Gregor though, we could have. There's been a couple of things, so it's like cool in that regard because if I had made my way with Gregor, I think we could have chosen to take a cart directly to the city instead of this this journey that we have. But you can see why possibly not taking that journey would be a bad thing because then we lose out on all this experience that we're getting. And oh, get off me, bro. Oh no.
The magics you bestowed have faded.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. For some reason, our mages aren't taking them out. All right, fuck. Let's go.
We are to retreat then.
Yeah. We're just gonna get around that. So we're gonna ignore that battle for sure. I'm trying to make it to town just because of it's just we're not gonna destroy this bridge.
Hang in there, master.
God, I'm just so heavy. Whew. So if anything from this video you'll be able to see is why it's important to know how you're building your character and what some of the limitations on, you know, you building your character are going to be, because oh shit. Damn, he like dragged her. He straight up dog dragged her. That was wild. I did not expect him to do. I don't think I like expected that to happen, where he like the wolf was able to drag her off. Oh shit, Paragon's still getting in fights over here. Okay. Like, Jesus, we're covering a lot of ground. I see an ogre sitting there. I see an ogre sitting down there in the water. We're gonna leave his ass alone. Oh. Nah, I think we're gonna stick on the main road.
Tis pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead.
Best be on your guard. A monster might be stalking us as we speak.
Right you are.
Yeah, let's stick to the main road so we can make our way to the city, because holy shit, that's a lot of wolves.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Oh no, 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 no. Damn it.
My thanks. Here. Figured I ought to thank you somehow.
Is everybody still with me? Okay, cool.
I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds.
What? Bruh, I thought that was a dude. Where's this chest at? Is a question. Oh shit, come on, bro. Not in the brine again.
You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold.
Bro, right now I'm just trying to get the hell out of the water. I feel stuck by the environment because the environment's not letting me get up out of here. Screw it. Let's go and just get caught by the brine and get out. Okay, I'm starting to make stupid mistakes. Well, there you go. A death. That sucked. Okay, so this is when we last saved, but
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Master, harpies. We'll want to use fire against this foe.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
oh shit, let's get the fuck out of here. Jesus.
I have underestimated this foe. Time to heal up. Hold just a moment.
Leave that dude alone.
Pray, cast that magic again. 'Twas most useful.
Oh shit.
Prepare yourself.
Oh.
These movements have grown sluggish.
We must make the most of this opportunity.
No, we
Lead the charge. hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Let's see where we are. We're almost to town. Let's just get the hell out of here. We could come back out, level up, and do some more stuff over here. But Jesus, this is become a nightmare. I should have leveled up and probably hired another pawn. And we lost Yoon, and I didn't even realize that we lost Yoon. But we need another Riftstone to summon him. Alright, no more detouring, apparently. Oh, there goes another treasure trove beetle. I'm a little nervous to make another detour, but...
Rather valuable, this.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
Oh, finally. Okay, city's in view. Let's make our way there.
I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
True enough.
We are not going to mess around with anything there. We'll just make our way into the city.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and
Let's get in the city. We need an inn. Bro, why?
You are approaching the gates of Vernon, capital of Vermont. None may. If you've an entry permit, an invitation, or proof of citizenship, present it now.
I do not possess the items for delivery.
Nothing to show? Go on then.
Well, that's an interesting one.
What do you think you're doing? Troops?
I shall conduct the interrogation myself.
What the? Okay. That was odd.
I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent knew your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? Mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, no other, are the sovereign.
Okay.
The only legit. Some days passed. You confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became a risk. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared. Not all celebrated your. Your rival would have robbed Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity.
So this chick was lying on me, trying to rob me of my throne.
Risen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intent. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that... This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Okay, so that's where we are. I think this is a good place to stop this one for the night. Like, that was a lot. But yeah, so I'm gonna be playing some more Dragon's Dogma. I want to see what more of the game installs, has, and how we gonna progress through this journey. It's so far it's a fun game, if not for the land system being a little bit weird and wonky, and some of the actions that are basically happening are a little weird as well in terms of how you interact with the NPCs. But so far enjoyable. It seems like a really big world to explore, so we'll get into exploring those zones. I definitely want to go back to that cave to kill whatever the hell was inside there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. Until next time, peace.